Hey, I know a man. He had a great job in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and recently he was fired from that job because of illness and fatigue. The fellow that he worked for was sick and tired of him. Hey, just saying. The Ontario Liberals recently said, you know what? I guess they said by omission at least, forget the scandals, forget that we've done all of these bad and stupid things, that we've taken your money, effectively stolen your money, and vote for us again, and we'll take money from these guys and we'll give it to you if you do what we say. And that happened. I mean, and the morality of the Liberals is pretty much as strong as, I don't know, a soup sandwich. I mean, they're just terrible. You people, I guess you get what you deserve, but what about all of the people who don't deserve it? I mean, it's just, it's a have-not province. I mean, they don't have any money anymore. All they have is people who spend money. I could go on and on about them for hours. In Toronto, on another topic, here's a man recently was picked up for impaired driving. He just had 2 bucks to drink. He got drunk. He got charged, and he lost his license. What's he doing now to get around? He's flying a helicopter. Who would have thunk that? The laws are kind of interesting. There's many omissions with that. You can ride a horse when you're drunk. I know guys that have done that, and actually they ride to the bar, they get smashed, and then they ride home. That's impaired riding. They ride bicycles, scooters. You can have an electric scooter. You don't need a driver's license for that. There are some holes and, you know, whatever, but these people are creative. You got to give them that. The White House recently has announced that we have a new strategy for combating wildlife trafficking, primarily in Africa. What's that got to do with the price of a banana in New York City? I know, here it comes. It always comes back to guns and the old Comey administration. They'll do anything they can to get rid of guns. They're saying, hey, there's a bunch of ivory in guns. Let's ban ivory. All of a sudden you have all of these honest guys. I mean, they do things legally, and now they have illegal guns. Guns are illegal because there's ivory in them. You got to take the ivory out. Even guys that play cards with all the little boards and things, there's ivory in so many different things, and guitars and chess games, and boy, oh boy, it goes on and on. Phone the White House. You phone the White House and complain and say, you guys, would you please snap out of it and come out of the ether? 202. Write this down, 202-456-1111, 4 aces at the end. Somebody's got to talk to these bozos and just wake them up. Auctioneers, for instance, now are saying, hey, we got hundreds and hundreds of chess sets, antique ivory pieces there, and all kinds of other things, and now we're out of business. We're criminals all of a sudden, like overnight. God, it sounds like the Canadian government with the Swiss Army rifles. Everybody's been blindsided here. Here's one guy that said, hey, I want to sell the elephants, but, you know, I question how denying the sale of an 18th century snuff bottle helps anybody. Wow, but primarily, again, it always comes back to guns, as I've said, because so many guns have ivory in them. The BC government, that would be in Canada, recently signed an agreement with the First Nations groups pledging to end violence against Aboriginal women and girls. That'd be Indian girls and women. Okay, why? I mean, I get it. Certainly they need protection. We all get that. I mean, it's a tragedy. There's about 100 women murdered a year on average in British Columbia. Okay, something needs to be done, but why just for Indian people? What about white people, Chinese people? And I don't know that it's very nice. There's already laws in place. Murder's against the law. Now you have a government that says, hey, we're here to protect Aboriginal women, particularly in light of these inquiries of the Robert Pickton case, and so on and on and on she goes. This would be the premier. I mean, we're here to help. We're not doing enough. We're going to do more. Okay, that implies, of course, you're not doing enough for other races also. Why does race have anything to do with murder? It's against the law to murder people. Get over that. Or do you get it? Duh. Texas, the governor there, Rick Perry, he's a Republican. He runs every day with a firearm. I like him. Son of a gun. Anyway, he says this, recently we have instituted voluntary conversion therapy for gays. He says, I think it's kind of a disorder, this being gay stuff. He says, it's a choice if nothing else, and we have this program, we can convert you from being gay to being happy, but not gay happy. Y'all come back here tomorrow, we'll get more for you from the right. See ya.